Hi guys, Veronica here from Las Chiquirucas with your second installment of Wedding Day Drama. Thank you for holding on. Thank you for waiting patiently for this next part. We'd love to hear from you. If you have a story to share, please email us at laschiquirucas@gmail.com and we will talk about it in the next segment, or maybe we can have you on as a guest. Thank you guys for your support. Thank you for your time. We love you. Have a great day. Bye.
And there's times, not as bad as my sister, but there's times where I'm irrational and my husband tells me where you need to bring it down a notch because you're getting a low, and then I stop after I want to like unalive him because how dare he say this to me? I then am like, oh yeah, that sounds bad. I apologize. But I still have that little, I think I still have that little rational middle ground still. Like I'm not as far gone as my sister. Having said that, that's why that's fine. You didn't go. But ultimately in my head, I blame the producer. Kirsten, it's your Nino's fault. Continue.
She's gonna blow a head gasket if you keep.
She's gonna blow a
calling
head
him
gasket because he
out.
could never do anything wrong.
He's just
But once I
so
explain it to her, she's gonna be like,
perfect.
"Oh, Nino."
So the day that you were getting married, I was already getting ready. I knew that there was a makeup artist that was coming, and I glossed it over, but I didn't really process it because it just like things like that don't stick in my brain. So I saw the picture of the back of your head, and I saw this long soliloquy of this best friend of yours who was with you, and I felt like I had missed out on something intimate. And so, like, when you start feeling like that, and you're already in that Karen stage of your like emotional equilibrium, which is like you're off the fucking rails, it just tipped me, and it took me into the whole like making up stories. I've been in like
You did what my husband says I do all the time.
yeah.
You want to know what he says I do all the time?
What is it?
I create scenarios in my head, and you know what? I'm never gonna agree with him in front of him. I do.
Yeah, well, this novela was like
I do that. You know
Lobos
what?
de la Cuna, like novela. Is that the one that I used to watch? Or Rosa Salvaje even.
Damn!
I mean,
You went to Rosa Salvaje, Mom?
yes, like I was there. I was upset. And my husband, our producer, he was ready. He was sitting on the couch. He was waiting for me. I was like halfway done. I was already getting ready to just put my dress on, shoes, and go because my hair and makeup were done. And I made the mistake of opening up this Instagram thing. I looked at the picture and I just read too much into it. I got emotional and I sent a text to our friend Jen and I said, oh, it would have been nice to be included, which is wrong of me because I was told, but I wasn't invited to come over at 7. I was just told, oh, the makeup artist can be at 7. But to me, that means
hit you. Go look at your.
to me that
I'm gonna
means
hit
you were told to come in at 10. Just get there at 10. It's fine.
No. Okay, continue.
I'm telling you
I'm sorry.
what.
This one's on you. No, okay.
I'm saying it's on me. I'm just telling you what I was thinking.
Okay, what you were thinking. Okay.
This is me. This is my crazy Karen brain processing it, okay?
This is the day of. This is what you were.
Yes. Okay, so my hysterical ass just basically went off the rails. But in my defense, I would have swallowed my pride and been like, you're just being a fucking crazy bitch. Calm down. Get through it. This is important. We have to make it. And I tell the producer, like, am I crazy? Because this is what happened. And I feel like this. And I just need you to tell me that I'm being stupid. And he's like, oh, I'm so sorry. And he wants to be empathetic these days because he knows that I'm crazy a lot. So he tries to come off on the empathetic side. And he kind of just made me feel like I was okay. I was right to feel the way that I felt. But now that I'm sober again, I see that it was not as bad as I made it out to be at the time. But then as we were having this conversation, I noticed that he looked sicker than he was normally looking for that week. And 2 weeks before that, he had been complaining of headaches, was taking Tylenol. It was helping. And the week before your wedding, I had asked him, please take a day off work, go to urgent care and get it looked at. You cannot be taking Tylenol every single day for a headache. That is not normal. And he said, no, I'll get through it. I'll get through it. It's okay. I'm just so busy. I can't take time off. And I'm like, but if the headache gets worse, you're going to need more time eventually. And I said, the wedding is coming up. My birthday is coming up. You're going to fuck things up if you don't get it taken care of. Of course, the day came and he was like, I feel worse. I didn't think that it was possible, but I feel worse. And he's like, and I took Tylenol 2 hours ago and it's not helping. So having said that, knowing how he likes to hold in his complaints about discomfort and pain, I knew that
He's dying until he's dying.
Yeah, that basically if we didn't go then, that there might be like an ambulance coming to Tamara's wedding and then she'd have a bigger guest count. And I just didn't want to ruin it. So ultimately I decided that we were going to get his stupid ass taken care of. Because I couldn't bear the thought of like being there, seeing my miserable husband, and then still feeling just emotionally wrought about so many things, not just the picture, but like all these things that I was making up and things that had already been happening that were rubbing me the wrong way, that I just felt like it was better to address the situation that had been like looming over us for the last 2 weeks, which is a headache, a sinus infection, and an ear infection. And yeah. Something that could have been like resolved over a week ago before your wedding.
And that's why I blame the producer, because listen, I know this psycho. This was just a storm brewing. She already felt a certain way, which you're psycho. No, none of that was, I don't, but again, we are very different individuals. We're both, me and Veronica are very similar in the sense that we're psycho, but I feel, I could be wrong, that I tend to look, more panoramic to see like, okay, what's really going on here? Whereas psycho over here tends to like be tunnel focused on one thing. Mm-hmm. And then at that moment, because she's feeling a certain way, it's this.
Yeah. It just, you get on that, I get on that train and there's no stopping. There's no getting off. There's no breaks. And
Alvin needed to be that fucking wall that you slammed on, because that's what my husband is to me. And you know what? People like us can't have yes men. We can't. We should for some stuff, but when it comes to conflicts, we really shouldn't. And the reason why is because my husband, when I get in those kind of, sorry, I have baby hairs that are sticking up. So
I know you keep trying to tame them down. They're not going to go down. They're just leave them.
But people, like, for example, like when I watch the Kardashians sometimes, I don't really watch it all the time, but like if I'm bored and there's nothing else, I hardly watch TV. So I'll watch reruns, and Chloe does this all the time and it drives me insane. So I know that.
And now you're doing it.
Be like, yeah, now I'm doing, I apologize. Look, I have all these baby hairs sticking up. It's driving me crazy. Anyway, I think, and I'm going to tell this to the producer, because I always blame everything on the producer before the
poor producer. He takes all the hits.
I always find a way to blame shit on him. I blame him for everything. I blame him for my cramps that are coming up next week. So listen, as a husband, and I understand he's trying to keep himself alive too, because he is
also on survival mode for sure.
Right, he's on survival mode. So
he had already been having it from me since like.
I give him grace only that he was probably going to throw me and Jen under the bus so that he survived while he's feeling like shit. But he's feeling like shit because he didn't listen a week ago. So it's kind of like, dude, participate in your own survival, fool. Like, now you got me on you. I might not live with you, but I'll talk shit to you in your face. And I will. And
he will. That. He will know about this. That. In person, not through this video.
No, I'm gonna wait till I see his ass and be like, look, bitch. Listen.
He's gonna pray that you forget about him by the next time you see him.
You know what? Honestly, I probably will. And again, that's the difference between Veronica has the brain of an elephant. She doesn't forget shit. I don't take things too seriously. Okay, yes, she was missed. That's my sister. But in my brain, I didn't know any of this was happening because Jen didn't, according to her, she didn't want to ruin my wedding. So I'm the one that told her, oh, Veronica's not going to make it. Alvin's really sick. She has to take him to urgent care or emergency room. I don't know what I told her. And she's like, oh, okay. But in Jen's head, they had already had this conversation.
Yeah, so
like an
she
hour and
felt
a half
like
prior. So she felt like, oh,
I was
shit.
making it up so that I didn't go.
No, I don't think she necessarily thought you were making up. She thought that,
No, I
or
think
maybe,
she
I
did
don't
think
know.
that.
The thing is that they had had this little altercation texting wise, and my
Yeah.
husband again.
It wasn't, yeah.
Yeah. So it wasn't an altercation, but like they had their little
Yeah.
chat
I said it would have been nice
where
to be
Veronica
invited. And then she's
was
like, I
hurt.
would never want you to feel that way. But
Right. So we
Jen's
all
a
have
nice
our
person.
personalities. We all have our personalities, and I'm sorry, and Veronica's gonna agree with me. I don't care. Out of the three of us, Jen's the really genuine nice person. Me and Veronica have to work really hard to feel empathy for some people because we just don't feel like they deserve it or whatever. Jen feels empathy even for like someone trying to fucking stab her in the face. We're not like that. And I'm not trying to say Jennifer is an angel. I'm sure she's got little skeletons in her little closet. But when it comes to things like this, I would never see her as
she's generally very
trying to hurt
empathetic
you.
and very inclusive and extremely patient, having to deal with you and now me if she chooses to continue to deal with me.
She's got a Valentina in
It's
me,
just
like,
I'm just surprised that the life that she led before as a child didn't give her thick skin. You know what I mean?
It didn't.
And
it didn't. And
my
I'm
life
shocked.
your life was chaos. My life was chaos. It was
nothing like hers.
I know. And that's what I was about to
She should be
say.
bitter as
We had
fuck.
chaos, but we had some sort of stability, and she basically fought for it all the way through to when she got to an adult. That's why I'm
Even
like,
now.
I'm surprised that she did. I mean, thank God that all of that didn't harden her and make her an asshole than us, because she could be a bigger asshole than the two of us put together. So good for her.
Imagine
I mean, I'm
three
not.
of us being this.
Yeah, I'm not
fighting the whole fucking podcast.
Yeah.
You kidding me? So anyway, so in friendship terms for Jen, I'm like the Valentina. I'm a little spicy. I got a little spice, but it's not like chile. Then you got fucking habanero right there. That's habanero. That's just pure habanero. You're biting into habanero. Or the ghost pepper. She's a ghost pepper.
Yeah, once I start having those emotions, whether it's a good emotion or a bad emotion,
That's it. The train
I
has left
spray it
the
everywhere. It's like fucking an atomic bomb has gone off. There's no. Yeah, and Alvin trying to feel empathy for me kind of like gave me permission to feel that way. But like I told you, I mean, I'm thankful that he allowed me to feel that way, to own the feelings. But at the same time, when I talked to the other friend that I told you about, she's like, no, you're nuts.
You know what? And I'm normally very jealous of this friend she's talking about because that is.
But now you're grateful for her, right?
Her Jen. Huh?
But now you're grateful for her.
No, you know what? Because, okay, and this is what I was telling Cabronica over here, because right now she's Cabronica. Me and her are very similar in that we have no qualms in telling you how I feel, what it's going to be. We're, in that sense, we are very much Capricorns the same. We will tell you how it is, how we feel, and we don't give a shit how it makes you feel at that moment. And I think this is a perfect example, and I didn't realize it till right now. We both need very calm, patient, and very humble and nice people to center us because we are not that. And I think your friend, I don't want to say her name because I don't want to, we don't know if they want to be named. I think your friend, who I'm jealous of because I'm very possessive. I can have different friends, but they can't. I don't like that my friends that
you don't like sharing your friends, but your friends can share you.
And yeah, you have to. Like, and I know it makes no sense. My daughter, my Kiki, she understands me completely because she's the same way. Like,
yeah.
I don't like you.
She won't even share me and Alvin with Sophia.
Oh, she fucking hates it. Oh, Anyway, so it's a
So
thing.
yes, it's a
So
thing.
this particular friend that she then asked, "Am I going crazy?" And the friend's like, "Yes, bitch, you're crazy." Is her Jen. It's literally the same kind of personality, the same kind of very nice, very like, "Are you for real? Like, what fucking Disney movie did you come from?" That's kind of her Jen. She has her own Jen. I just realized she's your Jen.
Actually,
So you do have
when
a
I first
Jen.
met this person, I didn't like her. I didn't like her more than I didn't like you when I met her because she was too mousy. She was too sweet, too proper to for me that I felt like if I cussed in front of her, she'd give me like you know, I don't know, like she eat me alive. But once I got to know her and I was able to just express myself freely and say all whatever, she is so not judgmental that I
Yeah.
think at this point when she cusses, I'm like, girl, and she's like, this is what you've done to me.
I can't wait to do that to Jen. Jen still doesn't cuss. And it's been 10 years.
Mm,
More than 10 years. I still can't get her to cuss. But you know what? I'm trying to stop because my husband really doesn't like it.
no.
He's just like, dude, like he's so military. Like me and my daughters curse like sailors. Like, I'm sorry. That in that sense, I'm a probably bad mom.
I mean,
once my kids turn
no. I mean,
18,
this is what he married. He knew that you had a potty mouth. I mean, it's just like when Alvin tried to regulate my cursing when we were first together. The first 10 years, it was
no,
always
I
like,
cuss a lot.
watch your mouth. I think
No,
we
I cuss
cuss
a
the same
lot.
amount.
Like,
I think we cuss the same amount. Honestly, honestly.
you curse as much as I do?
Yes. I'm always like motherfucker this or fuck you or what the fuck. I mean,
I love it though. To me,
yeah.
that's you're just adding spice or like a sprinkle of salt to your fucking words.
I'm like, this is the spice to the verbiage. If we
Yes.
if we cannot use those words, then what are we supposed to use to express ourselves?
Yes, I agree.
And
But my
Alvin's like,
husband's a
there
military.
is a dictionary, there are thesauruses, you can look words up, and I'm like,
Alvin,
okay.
shut up.
So he'll use these.
Don't get me wrong. I still love you, you fucking jerk. But next time, if I'm having another baby, toco madera, never gonna happen. But let's say I have immaculate conception at 50 and I get pregnant and you're gonna die. Seriously, at this point, if you do this shit again and you have the cold for a fucking week or two, and then this bitch is yelling at you, and then Jen posts a picture of me fucking spread eagled having a fucking baby, this bitch, I don't care if she gets mad. You're gonna die in a corner. You're not going to the emergency room because this is some bullshit that you did this. Ultimately, you're in fault. So you know what? Jen needs to be mad at him too.
Oh, she's not gonna be.
No, she's not. She's too nice. No,
No, she was upset with me, and that brings me to the next point. She did text me 2 weeks ago to tell me that she was upset about the way that I reacted and how I made her feel. And I've been in that situation where people have spewed their their I don't know, disdain for something in particular, and I was like caught in the
there's no disdain.
firing line.
I don't know. I haven't talked to her about
no, but like,
but I don't.
And that's as an example. Like I've been put in that situation where people like express their anger, discomfort, whatever, not towards me, but like maybe towards me. It included me, so I was like directly in the and that yeah, and that can make a person feel awful. And you know, when she sent me that, I felt bad and I cried about it because I felt like, you know, I just did to her what this one particular person that I no longer speak to used to make me feel, and it's not cool. It's not good to make someone feel like you're a safe space and then to just blow up in their face the way that I did. So I am sorry. I will try to regulate my emotions. It's too bad that lobotomies no longer exist because I probably would sign up for one.
No, we still need your brain. Like we need you to be fully functional. But you know what? I think and this
But in my defense, these days have been really, really tough. A lot of things that have been happening out there within my house and out there have been making me really, really mad, and I'm not in control of everything, including my emotions.
I think you know what it shows the growth that Jen felt comfortable to reach out to you because she didn't want to maybe
Yeah.
not have this friendship or have this weirdness. So I kind of applaud her because she's not typically someone who
It's
is
confrontational at all.
confrontational. She's more where she would have just been like whatever and then felt a certain way for the rest of her life with you. So I kudos to her, but then I kudos to you where you were able to kind of rewind and then look back at everything piece by piece and be like, oh, shit, I probably
Yeah. I mean, I think
probably
I bit back or I barked back a little too hard, and there was no need for that.
right. And I think ultimately you should have barked at your husband because I think ultimately
Well, I was barking at everybody.
But that's what I'm saying. Like ultimately, I think that
I'm just mad that it happened the day of your wedding.
But it is what it again. It is what it is. I'm not losing a 30-year sisterhood over your husband's lack of
care for himself.
Let me be nice.
Common sense.
The lack of common sense that it's around Christmas time. Your birthday was 3 days after my wedding,
and the thing is,
like, bitch, you should have fucking known.
The thing is, he was.
Like, you have a wedding, his birthday, Christmas. Like you got a lot of shit going on. And you decide not to go take care of yourself.
And the thing is, he was sick right before Thanksgiving. He had a cold. So like for the rest of the time, the weeks to follow, he had cough. The cough lasted 2 weeks, and then it became mocos, like constant clearing of his congestion and or blowing his nose and stuff like that, and just making all kinds of noises that, like, I think I have what they call that when you hear certain people chew or like biting or whatever. What's it called? Misophonia?
Autism?
I was already like feeling.
You were done with him.
I was feeling extremely annoyed, extremely upset. He wasn't listening to me because I kept telling him, please go to the doctor, miss a day at work, go to urgent care, get it taken care of. No, I'll be okay. He can tolerate pain so good that he'll be like, no, it's okay. But no, he doesn't.
The only thing I'm upset about out of this whole fiasco is that it could have been prevented.
Yeah, it could have.
That's it. That's it. That's the only. I'm not upset that your issue with Jen. Although it was ridiculous after we see it now. I didn't know about it. Like I said, Jen didn't. I didn't know about it until I spoke to you. Like you're the one that kind of ratted yourself out. Like,
I did.
I didn't know.
Yeah.
I didn't know any of that had transpired, and I misunderstandings happen. Like I said, the good thing is that Jen is the way she is, and you are the way you are. Where if people like shove it through your throat, you're like, oh, okay, yeah, okay. Now,
I am willing to admit to when I'm wrong.
That happened here. It was a total misunderstanding. She didn't mean to make you feel the way you felt, and you ended up feeling the way you felt because you had all this other shit on top of all of that, and I was the collateral damage here.
Yeah.
Now, bitches, you guys need to take me to dinner.
Yes. Now we have arrived to where the right person should be upset.
No, I'm not. But again, because in that sense, in things like this, like my only thing is like, that's the one thing in my head is, damn, like you're in every picture from funerals to baptisms to weddings, like you're in every, so that's the only part I get sentimental, where it's like, she's not there in this one. And I hope I'm making you cry a little bit. Like, no, fuck you. That's the only thing.
Trust me, I already had my little feelings about that, and I did cry. And Alan's like, "What's wrong?" And I'm like, "Nothing."
But ultimately, I mean, I think it was a huge misunderstanding. I thank Jen for being brave enough to kind of squash, get with you to squash it. I thank both of you to kind of not put me in the middle of it, because I didn't know anything.
No, that was like the last thing I wanted to do. Even
do you know
now,
what I'm saying? Like
especially on your wedding day, but then now, and I ratted myself out. I think only because I did.
You kind of ratted yourself.
I did because I felt guilty. Yeah. Otherwise, I would have just not said anything, because I know me, and I'm pretty stubborn. If I felt like
Yeah,
I
I
was
would not
right,
have
I would
known.
have like just
So I thank both of you for not putting me in the middle of it because I didn't know any of this was happening. Um, and I guess it's immature, like as humans.
well, I
And I'm
guess
not
it's
trying to
good
be
that Jen's not
kumbaya-ish.
going to perimenopause or menopause because, you know, she's
That
obviously
but she's older. How is she not? That's not
look,
fair.
she's had a tough life. How is she not a mean bitch?
I know. I
How is
like.
she
She's
not
not a mean
bitter?
bitch. She's not bitter. She's not mean.
You
I'm
know?
telling you, she's even like she's barely getting mean to the. It's his. You know what I'm saying? And it's like I would have been that years ago. But that's her story to tell. I'm not going to tell her story. But I'm just
No.
saying, like it just goes to show that people who are gonna just be nice for all their life, they're gonna. We're just. And I think we didn't have a horrific life. We didn't have a beautiful life. But I think it's just our personalities. I think we're that typical older daughter of a Mexican, you know, household, and we that's just our personality. Whereas Jennifer was an only child, but she had a lot of trauma in her life. So
But hers wasn't,
I don't
yeah,
know. I
hers.
want to grow up to be a little bit more like Jen. I wish I could sometimes have that mentality, although I know I will never because
We are who we
I like to
are.
be angry. I like to be angry. I like to be upset at people. Like I know that sounds stupid, but my personality, like my mom's always telling me, like it's not good to hold grudges. It's not good to hate people. But I'm like, but it gives me purpose.
It's the
I
fire
don't
within
know.
that pushes me forward.
I think it just I like having that anger and I like being upset and I like being a dick to the people that deserve it. Now I don't take things you gotta do me really bad for me to be like you I mean, like I said, like you for me to like be upset at you, you either have to mistreat my kids, which will never happen. She'll mistreat me
I
in a
will do it to
flash.
you first before I do it to.
No, in a flash today. Like
I mean,
that's
yeah,
just a given.
obviously, because you're
But my
just.
thing is like unless you do something to me, not to me, to my kids, or like if she's fucking my husband on the side, that's the only way that I will take something so personally. Or if you meddle with my earning, my job, my career, my school, like that's what I think I value the most. It's my children, my marriage, and my money. Don't fuck with any of those. It's like if you fuck with any of those, you're fucking my emotions. But other than that, I'm kind of like
I mean, what friendships are there out there that has had these sort of fights and or misunderstandings? I think
not me and you because we're both dicks.
I think that's what
This
makes a
happened between you and
relationship
the other
strong
chiquito
is
guy.
having the yeah, is having those kind of interactions, even if they're negative, you grow from there. If you're a mature and a good person, I think ultimately at the bare minimum, you will grow from it. Like you're a good person. I think I'm a pretty good person. Like
Good person. You're a very loyal friend. You just go crackpot
I'm
once in a
just
while.
mental.
It's like
I
that's
do. I know.
but and that's one thing I did, let Jen know when we did talk about it. It was just like she's crazy as fuck. But I say that to her in her face, like to her in her face, like bitch, you crazy. But she's someone who I think would grow with a friendship like Jen's, although she kind of already has it with the person
Yeah.
that she'll remain nameless.
The other
She
friend,
has it, so it obviously
I've even had conversations with her when I've like blown up with her, and I'm like, well, you're wrong, and she's just like, well, okay, and she'll like wait for me to cool down and be like,
wait a minute. How does that happen with? I've never had an issue with Jen. How does that happen with people like them? I'm curious because I've never
okay, with this
had an issue
particular
with Jen.
person, she's older than than Jen, like by 5 years, I think. But her mentality is like really old school when she talks about like how people she doesn't ever think that anybody deserves anything happening bad to them, but then she also believes like if you're going to be playing with fire, you're going to get burned, like, well, fuck it. And
So she's kind of boomer. She's boomerish. Even though
yeah,
she's not a boomer.
she's not a boomer, no, but she is
She's not a boomer.
boomerish
She's
in
Gen
the
X.
way, yeah, and
She's
she's very
boomerish.
conservative in a lot of the ways that she thinks. She's not Republican. She is
Oh,
not
okay.
Republican in any way, but she is conservative in a lot of ways. I mean, she grew up with, she's Thai, not the,
Yeah. Okay. So now I see why
but I
it's
do have
possible. Because
disagreements with her where I'll go like periods without talking to her because I'm just like, bitch, you're pissing me off. Like we don't want to think that way because then we're putting that person in a box and it's not cool. And to me, I try to give people the benefit of the doubt unless I know you personally and you've got things that I cannot stand. Sorry, Jen. I do love you, but you drive me crazy with your niceness. It's like too much. But
I think maybe that would drive me. But I've told her like you're too fucking nice. I want to hit you. Like I've told her too. Like you allow people to take like advantage of you.
yeah,
And it
and
drives
because
me crazy
we're
'cause you
like
don't see
two
it.
angry cappies, we want everybody to be angry with us.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. And that's when the neighbors are like, I have the window wide open, so
Oh,
they
they can
just
probably
kissed
hear it.
goodbye. So yeah, like, but I think like I said, like my gushy friends are Jen and Jessica, my Habibi, my Persian Habibi. I love her so much. I think that if I was gay, like I'd marry her. Like Jen would be my wife just because I know my house would be very orderly the way I like it. But I would marry. I would. No, that's my girlfriend would be Jessica
Yeah.
because Jessica is she like I when we first met, she'd always want to hug me and I'm like, bitch, get away from me. Like I don't like to be touched, you know? And she kind of did to me what I did to you. Like, oh no, you're gonna be my friend.
You're gonna like me one way or another.
You're gonna like me because to me she was just too bubble. She's even nicer than Jen, if you could even like think of that.
Yeah.
Like she was just someone that was, and I don't think I never not liked her, but
You
to
met
me,
her at
she
work?
was just annoying because she was one of our genetic counselors.
Oh.
And I never not liked her, but to me, she was too much. Like she was just too positive rainbows and sunshines. Like I couldn't. I need a little cloudiness in my life. Like I need hatred. That's what
Well, that's what you got me for. That's what you have no excuse
right?
in
Like,
not accepting
and
it
like
from
I've
other
always
people.
said, and I've said it to everybody that knows me, like Veronica is the one I would go to hide a body with me. She would ask me a million questions of why the fuck we're hiding the body and what did they do and what time
Yes,
did they
I
do
will
it,
require details for the job.
She needs everything.
I mean, if I'm gonna lie, I might as well know where to lie.
Right, but she's escarvando a grave while she's asking the questions. So
Yes.
it's like she's gonna do it, but she wants the cheese me.
Yeah.
Like, why did you off them? What they do?
You have to satisfy me one way or another.
So right, I gotta satisfy that curiosity.
Yeah.
So while she's digging the grave for me, like she's gonna ask me. Whereas Jen, I think, would be too scared. Jen would be like, "Oh my god, but jail," because she's too nice, and oh my god, how can you do this? It's another human life. Not that I would ever off anybody, but it's just a scenario that's just the personalities. Like you need to have different personalities in your life to kind of balance you. Whereas Jessica would be praying from her Quran. Did I say it right? Quran? Because she's Muslim. From her Quran for the person I offed and try and bless my soul. Like she's not religious, but I'm just saying like she's even nicer than Jen. She literally made me love her, and I love her so much.
Yeah.
I love her so much. I'm sure you've seen her. She's come to all like the quinceañeras and like Kiki's quinceañera, and she's come to Sophia's Sweet 16.
Oh, really?
She actually made the shadow boxes for Kirsten's quinceañera. Did you get a shadow box?
I have like
where it
two
has
of
like
them.
Edward Scissor.
Yeah.
Okay, she made those for the quinceañera.
Oh, that's cute.
So she's So
I still have them. They're like
so do we.
my...
They're so cute. We have them as like little ornaments because they're all like Tim Burton-ish. So of course we're gonna keep them. So I think that your psychoticness needs two Jens, and you already have one, but you have a conservative one, and then you have a liberal one.
Yeah, the conservative one, she's hard to crack sometimes, but she's
I couldn't, and that actually is a testament to you, because I'm very, and maybe it's because of the political climate we're in now, I don't have the bandwidth to deal with anybody who doesn't think the way I do. And I know that sounds horrific because we're a rainbow and we all should be different.